Well, let's put my big mouth to the test, shall we?
Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. If this is your first time here, I'm the big fella Scruff, and sitting next to me is the wild wonder Wink. And what we're trying to do is put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if that sounds good, do hit the subscribe button. Genuinely helps, and we'll crack on. So what are we doing today? Well, at the moment, I'm about to go to market on pound CAD. Why? Because if you saw the news video I did earlier, which is public, I did a quick announcement and I kind of told you what I was going to do with it, and now I'm going to do it. And Winky there is making these things. She sells sort of little Forex merchandise. You'll find a merch shelf underneath, keeps her happy, and make great gifts. Cost next to now, and they're pretty much free delivery worldwide. So check it out.
Splendid girl, and so helpful. Do you know she's been showing me how to stick the pole up?
So, what is this market all about? Actually, can I have some money for that, since I did like a sponsor thing for you?
What, money?
Not you know then.
I haven't got any.
Can you pay it in another way?
Oh, God, I fell for that one.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Right, let's have a quick look at this. Yes, on each morning, I make these for the squad all the time, which is what's called the scruffy buys. It's these sheets here, okay? So they're made up every morning, and then I'll back it up with like a little news video, which is there. And it basically tells you the strongest and the weakest, so give you my thoughts, etc, etc. And I've been putting those public, and if you want to come along to the Discord, there is links in the description and comments. Part of it's free, part of it's private, but you're very welcome to come along and check it out. Now, in this, I update the strength sheet. What we can see is this is what's going on. Now, at the time, it's sort of 7:15, it was kind of a risky sell, but it is a sell, and I want to take the trade or trade this market because that's what was pulled out at the time. Now, you can see the CAD is the strongest, the pound is the weakest. The pound's lost a lot of ground, the CAD lost a little bit of ground, so I'm going to be a bit careful. And if I look over here, it's got a decent ATR. The spread is a little bit bigger than I would like, and I need to look at an hourly chart. All right, so it's nice and simple. Well, we can see it's coming into play as we speak. Now, because I'm only wanting it to come down onto this level, I'm going to do what's called rack and stacking. In other words, I'm going to put multiple orders in with different targets underneath. So, and I'm going to take this up initially to a full lot. All right. Let me just start getting this into play. So we're going to have 5. And then I'll explain what I'm doing because I want to get these orders in before it bursts. 10. So let me just do this, and then I'll be with you, boys and girls. Now I'm building up. 1, 2, 4, 6. Now I'm putting in half a position to start with because I'm reasonably confident with it. There we go. Right. I'll adjust these in just a second. Okay. It looks pretty mad because we've got multiple orders in, but the small orders, like £2, they're not a lot of money at all. And what I'm expecting them to do is bounce around a little bit between this point and this point. Okay. Now, as it does that, it'll sort of fall its way through the ladder, go come back, and then I'll keep putting them in till it's cleared off 3 of them, and then I'll just let it run. And I'm going to leave that one to run right the way down to here. Okay. It's a nice, simple, easy setup. But where's the setup come in the first place? Well, if we come out to the daily, you'll see this thing has just been selling off, selling off, selling off. And it's had very little sign of its slowing down. You know, this is kind of a flush candle. But what it looks like it's trying to achieve is go full retracement to here. Well, if that's what the market's looking to achieve, that's what we're going to go with. So we're trading into this zone, this red one here. Now, if we come down onto the 4 hour, you can see it hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. You know, it's pulled back into this area here, which some call order blocks or whatever, but to me it's just an area of retraction and a key level. So that's there, and then it's just carrying on with its journey. Seems relatively straightforward. Into the hourly, it's telling me roughly the same sort of story. It's came down, it's failed the retracement, and then it's carrying on. Okay, well, let me look at that retracement for you. So you can see it started up there. I'm going to adjust this in just a second. And it got to down there. Okay, just pull that back just so you can see it. All right. So what we're looking for is where it kind of started. So it started, pushed up, then started here and never looked back. Thump, down it came. And sure enough, we have a half decent set of levels that we can work to, and the 61, which is a key fib, lines up with a higher time frame fib. Excellent, go with that. All right. What it's done is it's come up, it's kind of failed the that fib because it never got to the 50%. It's just kind of teetering around here, and then it fell off and it's working its way down. All right, so the signs are this is down. Now, one of the reasons why I put an order underneath the candle is it allows me to move if the price moves against me, which it is. So what I can do now is I can follow these candles up and gain a better price. But if it tags me in, fine. The little quick sort of push through may take out the smaller targets. Now, what I think I might do is I'm going to, now these are in place, I can just sort of put them at tidy areas and I can see where they're going to live. Okay. Right, there we are. So where are they at? So we're targeting the base of this candle. We're targeting this sort of halfway between these two. Base of that, base of that, base of that, and then down onto there. So they're all kind of logical stall points that this market can pull to. And all I need to do is I'll just follow that up on sort of a 5 or a 15-minute chart. I don't really see it getting past here much, certainly not past this one. So I've got a nice arena I can work in, and then I've got logical target points. Simple. So what I'll do is I'm just going to let this run out because I've got a little bit of work to do. I need to update the sheet for the guys, etc. And look at a couple of other markets because I am looking at cable as well. But for this and my trade for this morning, because I don't like trading Monday morning, but I also don't like to say something without backing it up, I'm only trading this morning. So catch you soon. Okay guys, I'm stopped out. I'm also out of coffee, which is a shame because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. Wait, that was like a subtle hint. Or maybe it's not so subtle. What are you looking at now? Who's that trog?
They've had the teeth done.
I've had the teeth done, turkey teeth. Looks like a fucking turkey as well. Right, sorry. I've stopped out. I've got nothing running anymore. Tickets are done. And 129 quid. I'm not that fussed. And to be honest, for a morning's work, it's alright. Could be a lot better. But I don't like trading on a Monday. This lot did what I thought it was going to do. Again, like I said, it's wide stops, so the targets are not going to be great. But it went to where I said it was going to go, and it paid me. And I was being conservative with it. Likewise with the DAX. Kept an eye on that. Saw the slam coming in. Picked up on that. And then obviously the US JPY. I still think this is going to push down today, and I may go back into it this afternoon. But it looked like it had signs that it was on the motion now. But it's come back and stopped me out. So job's done. So what's the moral of the story here, kids? Well, the moral of the story is I'm not a feckin' idiot. I can see the conditions, what I'm looking for, and I'm working from one point to the next. If it pays me a fiver, fantastic. If it pays me 500, fantastic. I only take what the market is willing to give me. And this is the problem with trading. I touched on it at the weekend with fail, and it's kind of done okay. So it's worth watching because I pointed out why people fail. And it all comes down to sort of greed and the freeloader mentality. The freeloading mentality is they expect everything for nothing. So they're looking for free education, they're looking for free accounts, they're basically looking for everybody to do everything for them because they're not willing to put the work in. But when they go to market, even if it is their account, they're expecting the market to give them everything as well. So their actual headspace is well out of whack to start with. And the reason they fail is because they're in that headspace. You've got to put the work in, which means you can't be a freeloading tosspot. You've got to put effort in. You do that, you'll survive. You follow gurus who sort of say, oh, well, X marks the spot. Well, again, you're going to fail because you're expecting somebody to do it for you. And I can't stress this enough. You can almost call me, well, they did in the Discord today, the anti-guru. Because I'm one of the few that'll tell you not to trade. You know, trading is a piece of piss. It is very, very easy if you know what you're looking for. And the process that I follow is very simple. It's all multi-time frame analysis, and I break it up into 3 areas. And I'm looking for the lesser of 2 evils. That's all I'm doing all the time. I'm playing the averages. But I've got something else on my side. I'm not greedy, and I know when to get out. You know, sometimes I do hold on to a trade a little bit longer than I should. But that's still in the game plan. You know, to the outside world, it looks horrendous. But to me, it's not. You know, I'm happy to bear heat because I've already factored that in. And because I've factored it in, I'm at peace with the market. And if I'm at peace with the market, I'm not worried about it, so don't make stupid choices. But if it goes wrong, I've already agreed to the choice. So if I get a smack in the teeth, I'll get a smack in the teeth. But I'll stage in and I'll stage out. And that's what you see every day. So there you go. Called this out publicly before I went to market. All the others are in the Discord. Again, called out before I go to market. I can't be any fairer than that, guys. I genuinely can't. So if you like trading, by all means subscribe to the channel. If you're stuck, by all means contact me. You find all my contact details in the description and comments. And if you just want to have a chat with like-minded traders, drop along to our Discord. We'll talk to you. We'll have a laugh. But if you're a freeloading dickhead, don't bother coming because I'll kick you out. But apart from that, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.